Minecraft has a new update, and I haven't seen it yet. And since LEGO Batman videos aren't going very well, I wanted to do something a little different. I like making those LEGO videos, LEGO Batman 3 content is fun, but I kind of want to do Minecraft now. I put up a poll, and people also wanted me to do this, so we're doing it then. I'm going to show you around the world that I have. Right now, at least. And then, I'm going to get to actually playing the game. Anyway, let me show you around my world, as of right now. First of all, we have my farms. Right now I have sugar canes, melons, and also bamboo. I'm trying to get a rare trade with villagers, or what at least I think is a rare trade, but I can't find it so far. It's for the farmer villager, and it's so that they can sell me melons, or I can sell them melons, and they'll give me emeralds. Although I think it's a tier 3 trade, it might be a tier 2 trade. If so, I haven't got it yet, and I don't really know if it is. And I'm probably going to say this a lot, although maybe I won't. I have not played this game in a hot second, at least for Bedrock Edition. I've played plenty of Java Edition, and hopefully I'll be able to even show recordings of me playing Java Edition as I'm getting a new computer soon, hopefully. But for right now, I'm going to do this Bedrock playthrough. It'll most likely be me playing through about 100 days of Minecraft. I thought it'd be a fun challenge to do, and I've seen a few other people do it, and it would help me, play this game a lot better, because whenever I try to play survival, I end up just sticking around, never mining, never exploring, and honestly, usually just staying in villages, which is pretty boring to watch, although I am gonna warn you that a lot of this episode is me still sticking around here. Although it was mainly because I had stuff I wanted to do around my little area right here. Anyway, we should probably get to it. I don't want to bore you with the intro. This is the village area, or the villager breeder. I didn't know they worked on Bedrock, but they actually do. This is where I breed all my villagers, as, referenced by the villager breeder. I have plenty of professions that I'm making, and I really have a lot of things I want to do with these guys. Although, since the recording of this episode, I have played around 5 days without recording, mainly because the footage got corrupted. So, I did record them, but the recording got corrupted. So, unfortunately, there will be 5 days missing, and I did a lot with those 5 days. There was some mining done, but it's okay because it came after all of this. I know, I'm restating the same thing a few times. Sounds a little weird. Also, apparently, my sheep just laid an egg. Now, over here, where I'm going, is the boat dock. I have a jungle I've set up, which is how I got those jungle saplings and bamboo. And I really want to go back there at some point during this playthrough. I'm recording this bit before I actually do the playthrough, but I'm voicing over all of this, which is going to be true for most of the video. I'll show a few snippets of gameplay where some random surprising stuff happened that'll not be voiceover and just genuine reaction. But other than that, it's probably just going to be voiceover, which is a good thing, because trust me, if I'm not voicing over, my content is very boring. You can take a look at my early Complete Saga episodes if you want proof of that, but you probably don't. This is my enchanting table room, which is a work in progress. I'm trying to get more bookshelves down, and hopefully it'll be a full-on enchantment room soon. But right now, I'm low on sugarcane, which is a problem when trying to enchant. Also, at some point during this playthrough, I don't think I have it on footage, but maybe I do. I think I might have cut it out. I enchanted a bow in a non-complete enchanting room, which is apparently something you shouldn't do as it took levels off the table. I don't know if it'll actually affect it as my enchanting room still isn't done, but I really hope it isn't. Anyway, this is a test world. This is not my main world, which is why it says 0 days played. I have not played 0 days, but actually, at this point in the series, around 51. I'll be going back to my main world in a second. Anyway, I think we're about done on this world, so let's get it back to my normal world. Welcome! 50 days played. This is the world that I'm currently on. I'm probably going to do voiceover for more of this video, but I just kind of want to show you around real quick. This is the villager breeder, and not much goes around here. I am working on trades And I want to get this melon trade, but I haven't been able to get it yet, and I'm worried it might be a tier 3 trade, which would suck, because if it isn't, then I'll end up trading a ton of my farmer villagers, leveling up, and then I can't replace the composter, which would suck. So, I don't really know. I'm assuming it's just a level 3 trade, but I'm not sure. There's plenty of things that will happen in this video, or at least a few things, and one of which is very exciting, and I kinda can't wait until we get up to that footage. Right here, I'm trying to trade with my weaponsmith. He sells me enchanted swords with sharpness 2, and an axe, which is really useful, but I want to level him up even more, so he'll sell me diamond stuff, because diamonds are for some reason really rare in this world, even though, well, I guess they kind of always are, that's the point of diamonds, whatever. I also have been to the Nether. I want to find tools there, or netherite, and I also want to find blazes so that I can, brew potions and try and beat the game. But that'll take a while, and I don't really plan on doing it in these 100 days, I just plan on getting ready to do it. Because I've never fought the Ender Dragon in survival before, and that's kind of what this whole playthrough is for. Anyway, this is my sugarcane farm. Currently, I'm harvesting it just to make sure that I can get more paper for my books. I'll be doing a lot of farming and trading, as previously mentioned in this episode. It's not going to be very eventful, but hopefully you guys will still enjoy it, and I'm trying out a new editing style. So, let me know if you like it, and if you feel so inclined, subscribe or like. Really doesn't matter, but it'd really be helpful. I'm trying to grow, and I'm trying to upload more even during the school year. Now, as previously mentioned, this is just a survival world in Bedrock, and I haven't played Bedrock in a while, and it's kind of just to get used to playing Bedrock as normal. Bedrock Minecraft Edition, of course. Bedrock Minecraft Edition. Bedrock Edition of Minecraft. I'm gonna leave that in, actually. Wait, no, that's all kind of wrong. It's Bedrock Edition, not Bedrock Edition of Minecraft. What am I? Okay, whatever. Shoot. Well, it's time to move on after that mistake. Right here, I'm just putting stuff in chests. Very boring, I know. You can probably tell that by the stuff on screen. But, as you can see, I've actually done a lot of mining in this world. I have a mine that my nether portal is currently in, but it's kind of out of use, mainly seeing as I haven't gotten anything from strip mining, and going straight down has only gotten me to bedrock, although there are, like, 2 caves that I've managed to get in. Also, something to note that you've probably already seen is that I'm using a texture pack. It's the Bare Bones texture pack. You can download it on pretty much any add-ons app or whatever. It's not official, but it's kind of meant to replicate the trailer-style textures from Minecraft. Just letting you know, I got it off of a mod site that's made by KNWorks. I think it's just called Minecraft Mods for MCPE. Although it's a pretty bad site because it's ad-bombed. I guess I say site, it's actually an app, so you should probably find something better than that. Anyway, right here, again, enchantments. This might be where I get my bow, but I don't know. I think the footage was cut. Anyway, we should probably get to some more exciting stuff, and trust me, that's about to happen. You're just gonna have to wait a second. Sorry, I'm trying to make this video interesting, but I just didn't do a lot of interesting stuff in it. Hopefully you enjoy my commentary, though. Also, real quick, if you wouldn't mind, leaving a like would help. I know I've already said that, but if you want this series to continue, it would really help me know if this was well received or not. And if not, if you don't want to leave a like, you can, maybe vote on the post or anything. I'll make a post after this that'll probably be asking you guys if I should continue this series. Hopefully, it'll be a yes because I'm enjoying it. But who knows, maybe people want me to go back to my old content, I don't really know. I'm just trying this out to try and be a little bit more diverse, as doing LEGO content isn't actually that fun. Well, at least not anymore. Although, I still do plan to continue, or at least finish, LEGO Batman 3, so don't worry about that, if you even were. Now, at the moment, I'm probably going to start doing more commentary based on the game, and there will definitely be a lot more cuts. Right here, I harvested wheat, but it didn't drop any seeds, which is really weird. I've never had that happen to me before, but I think it's just something part of the new update, which also added these zombie horse riders, which are really weird. You're actually going to see one in a second, and trust me, you're going to want to stick around until then. There's some pretty weird stuff that happens, but it's bug rock, so can you even blame weird stuff for happening? It's not that weird, like glitches, but it is still weird. Right here, I'm trying to get these farmers to the melon trade, or at least to more useful trades that'll help me. As you can see right here, I was very angry. I just could not get the trade, and after doing a little bit of research, coming back to this, it is actually a tier 3 trade, at least from what I have seen. Again, my sources may be incorrect, but I highly doubt they were. Now, you probably saw him in the previous frame, but I'm about to go outside and show you something weird. This guy. These are the new zombie horse riders, and they're kind of confusing, but also overpowered. I have no idea if they can jump or what they did, but in a second, this guy will come in. At least to the walls, and you're going to want to stick around for that, trust me. I was debating whether or not I should have shot him, and in hindsight, I definitely should have, but I chose not to because I kind of thought he was cool and also harmless. This could have been a completely different zombie rider. I think that's a stone spear, and the one that tried, or the one you'll see in a second, had an iron spear. You see, right here, I'm trying to get the new pale oak blocks. I got this from a wandering trader. It was an open eye blossom, and I thought it might be a sapling, which is kind of stupid because it was a blossom, and do you know any blossoms that are saplings? Maybe you do, I have no idea. I'm very uneducated on this subject, but anyway, I was going out here to try this, and as it turns out, blossoms are flowers. Isn't that crazy? As you can see, or maybe you can't, I was kinda disappointed. Well, I haven't figured it out yet, but I definitely was when I tried bone mealing it. I mean, using skeleton bones to turn those into bone meal was kind of useless. Also, look ahead. What? Wait. What is that? That did not do very much damage. What is that? What the fuck? Okay. This is a new update shit. Okay. Well, where's he going? Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh, wow. Why did he do so much damage, but also so little damage? Am I playing on the wrong difficulty? What's going on here? As you can see, that guy scared me quite a little bit. I did not know those people would be so powerful, especially since they don't have any armor on, but it was an iron spear. Fortunately, he didn't drop it, and as of right now, I still haven't made an iron spear because I haven't found a horse. I know you don't have to be on a horse to find one, I'm just sure they're way more powerful, and I don't really need a horse as all of the traveling I do is by boat to go to my jungle biome. Right here, I of course got paranoid after that attack, and as anybody would want to do, I wanted to fortify my walls a little more. So I made walls and begun fortifying the place where I thought he came in, which to this day is where I'm pretty sure he did come in actually. It looks like he just hopped the wall, maybe on the horse. I still have no idea. I'm assuming, however, he got in by this waterway. So, fortifying it with fence gates and stuff like that. Because, well, I don't really want to die. I actually haven't died yet, but hopefully no jinxes. Knock on wood. On recording, it sounds a lot like I'm placing stone blocks or something, but that was actually me knocking on wood, surprisingly. Today is a day where I will probably be chilling around waiting for things to grow and profiting before I go on an adventure. At least I think it's that day, I have no idea. It's 51. I think I went to sleep that night, which is something I hadn't done in a while, and I actually have a phantom membrane in my chest. Right here, I'm still paranoid after last night's attack, so I'm shoveling around and making sure that this area right here is 3 blocks wide, as I thought that this zombie horse I encountered earlier by my cows was the one that got in, even though that one had a stone spear and the other one had an iron spear, and From what I know, they can't magically upgrade. Anyway, right here, of course, I'm making this 3 wide and making sure all of my torches are down. I seriously don't want another incident like that, neither would you, trust me. Also, it turned out that for some reason I was on easy difficulty. I have no idea why, but I changed it back to normal for a second. I keep checking, and maybe I'm turning it on easy in my sleep, I have no idea, but I keep going back to easy. My wandering trader is only allowed to live because he sells me useful things every once in a while. Right here, I encountered another zombie horse. His zombie rider was dead, as evidenced by the rotten flesh over there. Unfortunately, I accidentally hit him, so he was down on 1 heart. But for some reason, he was still here. I think these guys are just naturally spawning, and to this day, I have not found another one. I have no idea how they spawned, but I have lit up my entire area. I just don't know how they spawn, or what they're like, and the spawning conditions. I really wish I did. I know nothing about this new update other than spears and zombie horse riders. As you can see right here, I'm shoveling clay, because I need profits. One of my villagers will let me sell clay to him for emeralds, and since there's so much clay by where I am, specifically because it's by an ocean, I can shovel clay a lot and get a lot of profit from him. I've even worn out his trades, and I'm pretty sure he's like the 2nd highest level just from me selling clay, and I think I brought some chiseled stone bricks. The reason for that was to craft a lodestone block so that I could use a compass on it to make sure that I can always find my home, or at least my home village. It is a very useful thing that you should use if you can. These lodestone blocks are good, and I'm pretty sure they got added in the Caves and Cliffs update. Right here is just a little more trading with villagers. This thing is not really being used as a breeder right now, as I don't need more, but ever since this video, I have been upgrading it a little more. I want more villager trades because I want more money, ways to make profits, and better equipment without having to mine for it. I know, it's Minecraft, but I don't want to mine. Apparently, that's not just a problem with me. Right here, I'm doing some last-minute lighting checks and investigation to find out how that zombie horse spawned. Again, since I did lighting, I have not found a single other zombie horse rider. I have no idea how they spawned, but I'm just assuming it was light issues. Maybe not even issues with my wall. That guy could have spawned near that area. Anyway, right here, I'm finally going to the jungle. I know, you've probably been waiting all video for me to do this. Right here, I discovered a weird bug where if you're riding on a boat and you go through fence gates, your screen turns black for a second, or at least the fence gates insides turn black. I have no idea why this happened, but I assume it's something to do with boats and like entity collision. I don't know, I'm not very experienced on this subject in general. Anyway, now it is time to go to my jungle. I will show you it. There is my monument in the distance. Not monument, pillar, or beacon, kind of. Someday, I will tear it down because I'll have some better way to locate my area. And I have a lodestone compass, but that is kind of a marker for how I know that I'm very, very close to my land, which will let me be a little bit more relieved, which I guess could be a bad thing, I don't know. I'm taking you to my jungle area. Right now, you can see on the left-hand side that my map down there is showing me the way. I used to think it was straight across from my village, but it is not. It's a few turns. There are a lot of stone beaches down here that have a lot of coal, and I've even found iron in them, which is really useful. Although I have a lot of coal and don't need any more. It's unfortunate. I wish I discovered them earlier, because that could have been really useful for lighting up my furnaces, although I haven't made charcoal in this world as of yet. Now, my jungle biome is still very much a jungle biome. It's kind of, lawless and dangerous. Although it is absolutely brimming with loot, as I found a ravine there that has tons of stuff in it. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to salvage most of the footage, as that was done during the 5 days that I was recording that got corrupted, because this recorder I use for my stuff that I'm recording on phone is kind of a shitbox. But whatever. Right here, you can see my beacon and my house. It still has a lot of drowned and horse riders and whatnot that spawned near it, but it is still nice. I like it, and it provides good access to my mine, and of course, a place to sleep in the jungle, which is very important because a lot of mobs spawn here. Now, as I said, it's brimming with loot. I've found a mine shaft and a huge ravine, as well as a ruined portal that was the first ruined portal I found until I discovered two that were way closer to me. This world is already seeming very lucky. Village very close to spawn if you didn't know. I seem to already, even though I haven't recorded about half of the days I've spent here, be having Minecraft YouTuber luck. Although I don't know. Maybe mining off camera will get me like a stack of diamonds or something. Anyway, this is my ravine. Currently, it is a mob spawner. I'm still trying to light it up more as I'm scared to explore. I will post a shortly. Wow, try saying that 3 times fast. You probably can. I will post a shortly that will detail one of my experiences in this mine, where I was chilling in a mine shaft that I had recently found when a random explosion happened. I think that there was some kind of trap that some kind of mob set off, like a bat or a zombie. But it was definitely not a creeper, as I didn't hear the hiss. Although, maybe it was, but I also didn't see any damage by me, and I have mob griefing on. As you can see, I'm kind of just taking you through a tour of my jungle stuff. I have a few railings in place by my mine back there, but it's not really good or up to code. But that's okay, because it's the jungle, and it's a very lawless land. I'll be going to sleep shortly and waking up for the next day, which will unfortunately, at least for me, be the last day of recording for right now. This is 3 days recorded, or at least 2.5, but it's still nice. 3 days done and all are recorded. I intend to record more in the future, but again, this recording app that I use is kind of bad. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Peace out. Please subscribe.